Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, a chapter of the World Referral Network, hosted by Bernie Fransgrote and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled AI for Business, Harnessing the Power of Gemini. Our speaker is Robin C. Stern from I Love My Geek, author of the book, Using Google's Free Stuff That Unlocks the Secrets of Google for the Average User, Building an Online Brand Image with Video and Live Vlogging, and Growing a Speaking Career to be able to reach more people, as well as serving businesses with getting found and looking great online and in real life. Grow with Google High Impact Partner for the last 12 years, teaching how to optimize your Google business presence, to help individuals and communities to overcome their struggles, to work with organizations to find out how they can elevate their people to make change, to facilitate everyone to unlock the inner superhero we all need right now through Be Better, Not Bitter the Not-for-Profit he started in the memory of his deceased best friend.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Robin C. Stern. I am an author, a speaker, a professional coach in teaching people how to use Google's free products. One of the most recent things that we've all been hearing about is ChatGPT. Google has their version. It's called Gemini. And Gemini is a ChatGPT sort of thing that is coming from Google. Of course, they can't use the one from OpenAI. That would be stealing their products. So what is Gemini? It is an advanced large language model, and that means that it can process and access huge amounts of information, and it enables it to communicate and generate text like a real person. So what does that mean as far as what we're doing? Well, this is a video that I embedded into this, which I'm not going to show this morning, but for this slide deck, I put my earbud in my ear on the way somewhere. I was driving 30 minutes away, and I spoke to a Google document, and I said, make a slide presentation of this. And I said, slide one's going to be this, slide two is going to be this, slide three is going to be this. Then I dumped that into Gemini and I said, create me a presentation, a Google Slides presentation from this. And I just dumped that raw data into it. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is it's generating the slides for me. So I wanted to make sure that I did not plagiarize Gemini. I built this slide deck using Gemini. So that's one of the features of it, is to help it automate things, help you automate things in your life so that you can get more things done. The inner workings of it is a lot of stuff that it does and accesses and allows us to reach that very quickly. So what does that look like? What is a large language model? Yeah, I'm not reading that either, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to go into that. Let's see. What is Gemini to us? It's a virtual assistant, right? It'll do things that you don't have to do. It'll take over some of your tasks. It's a creative assistant, and that's what I'm going to show you a little bit about today. It's a social media assistant that can help you generate creative ideas for social media. It's also a writing assistant, as you saw, creating these presentations for me. Now, I said assistant, not manager. It will not do it for you without being told what to do, right? How do you get your assistants to get the best results? You tell them, right? You show them very, very easily and very specifically what you want. We have to prompt the AI to give us the right answers. So what does that mean? What does that look like? How do you prompt it? Well, I'm glad you asked. So what you see on this screen is the list of recent chats down the left-hand side. In the middle of the screen, you see the working creative stuff that I'm on, the prompt that I'm on. And at the bottom, you see a little gray bar. Now, I don't know why everything else in Google's world is you put the address bar at the top, you put the search bar at the top. But in order for us to prompt it, we're going to put that at the bottom because that just makes sense to everybody, right? So we start at the bottom and you tell it what you want. You ask it what you want. You present to it what you want. The beauty of it is you can continue to build on that conversation. Notice I said there's recent conversations down the left-hand side here. Well, those are ones I can go back to and continue that conversation at any time. So it's generative. It continues to work. If you don't get what you want the first time, go ahead and click it for the second time. Ask it again, refine it another time. What industry can use it? Pretty much everybody, because outside of the investment advisors with the asterisks on it, because they're very, very regulated, pretty much everybody else can use it to generate whatever it is you're looking for. There's no industry that it's specific to. It can unlock possibilities for anybody. Today, I want to talk about what does it do for social media? How can I use it for social media? I hate social media. I don't like posting on social media. I don't want to come up with social media. So what does that look like to me to make that happen? So here's my takeaway for everybody here today, and I want you to try this at some point today or tomorrow. Go to ChatGPT or Gemini, and you can find Gemini. Most of us are logged into a Google account on our browser already, so there's no having to navigate to it. It's Gemini. calendar.google.com. Everything Google does is done with subdomains. That's what goes in front of the google.com. So you want their mail, you want Gmail, you go to mail, you want their calendar, go to calendar.google.com. So this is just gemini.google.com. Here's how we're going to use it specifically for you to find the perfect customer and then how to market to them. What's the number one argument of a potential customer for whatever your industry is? What's the number one argument for potential customer of, in my case, I have a brick and mortar computer store. What we're going to ask it is exactly what we're going to get back. So we need to think this is Google on steroids. It is accessing huge amounts of data, but it's trying to bring it back to us in a conversational tone. Okay. So, how do we use it to benefit our business? We're going to get specific. We're going to ask for potential customer objections. So, in this video, all I did was type in, give me 5 reasons a consumer would not want to purchase a refurbished computer from a local veteran owned computer store. Now, I got specific with that, right? I didn't just say they don't want to purchase a refurbished computer, but we're local, we're veteran owned and family operated. So I said, give me those arguments. What would it want and what would they say against that? And here you see the answers. Absolutely. Here's 5 reasons they would be hesitant to buy a refurbished computer. Okay. And there's the 5 mapped out for me. You could be a real estate agent trying to sell houses. You could be a marketing guy trying to sell your marketing services. It doesn't matter what industry. Ask it the question. It will give you the perfect potential customer and their objections. Okay. So now give me help refuting those objections. So all I did now is say, you've given me the objections. Now, what's my answer to that? And it gives me 5 potential responses for those objections. And then just like that, I have my 5 objections. I have my 5 answers to those objections. Now, how does that work for me? What do I do with that that's going to make that work? Now I ask, give me 5 social media posts based on this conversation. And what you're seeing is including the hashtags added, all the information. It's got a few little emojis built in. I did none of that, folks. It generated all of it for me. I didn't have to do it. I had 5 of them. So the second slide has a couple more. It's specifically to people complaining about buying refurbished from a veteran owned business. All right. So how do we execute that now? We got the information. We know how to prompt it. How do we make that turn into money? What do we do that flips that on its head and gets us somewhere to go? And this is what you were just talking about, Bernie. Go high level. You have to automate this workflow now. It's not any good to you if you got to stop every day and post your social media posts. But what if you plug them into a CRM that has 21 connected social media accounts to it, and I can push out 5 5 different accounts because we have multiple businesses in our CRM. But I think I have 6 here. If you notice in the red circle, there's 6 accounts connected. I'm posting to 25 templates posted to 6 accounts. That's 150 social media posts being scheduled over the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever it is. And that way I can forget about my social media now. So how do we make money with this? We have funnels and landing pages. This is all go high level stuff. I've kind of shifted out of Gemini now, and I'm trying to show you what do you do with that after you have it from Gemini? Your social media campaigns, having downloadable content courses, having e-commerce sites. You don't need Shopify anymore. You can do it right through your CRM, and then appreciating your customers, all automated. You don't have to do any of it, right? How do we do it? More ways than one, and we stack the bills when it comes to that. You have to have passive income. You cannot recreate yourself without doing that, folks. So this is the question. Can you tell us more? Absolutely. I'll tell you more. Tell you more? I will tell you more. All these guys want to know more, especially that black cat. I love the black cat because he really wants to know more. You can tell he's serious, right? So, what do we do about it? Well, unfortunately, we don't have time to cover all that today because I only have a couple minutes left. But I do want you to know that if you'll text me your first and last name and what time zone you're in, that we'll discuss this. We can move on with our conversation. For you younger people in the room, scan the QR code and get yourself on my calendar. The link's also in the chat, but I had to make sure that I covered the young people as well as the old. This is a calendar entry right from my CRM. This is built in for me. And something that's really cool about the CRM, if you notice above my book, it doesn't say buy your copy of Robin's book. So I noticed that here, I didn't have time to change the slide, but I did have time to go back into my CRM, go to that page and add in the link for my book right above. So when you go to my calendar now, you'll see the link to buy my book. This is also a part of the CRM. I had to put that in there to make sure that I didn't forget it. I got my book available for you today for 25 bucks. That got left in there from the last slide deck, but I'll certainly honor that. Anybody wants to pick it up today, I'll throw you a coupon code for the $4.99 because it's on my website for $29.95, and we'll get it shipped right out to you. Please don't go to Amazon and buy it. You will not get my $1,000,000 signature inside it if you do it that way. So, special thanks to East Tradewinds. We appreciate you guys for being here and allowing us to present this to you today. And I do want you to know that I am a Grow with Google high impact partner. That just means I do a lot of this. I do a lot of teaching businesses how to use Google's free products and services to market and operate their business and create their social media posting as well. If you'd like to know more, please jump on my calendar and we can have that conversation. Author Robin C. Stern, speaker, coach, and consultant. And I am so happy that I was able to share this with you today. Thank you again to Bernie and to Wayne and to East Tradewinds for your time.
Unlock the full potential of networking with the World Referral Network. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of the World Referral Network? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Tradewinds, where we gather online every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us and other chapters across the World Referral Network. Seize the moment, register for free, and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at motivateyou.ca or network with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait. Take action and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.